I'm Dr. Asha Shyama Rao, working as a consultant psychosocial counselor at CMI, a corporate hospital of its own kind. So I'm a medical doctor since 40 years. I have worked in various parts of India, mainly Gujarat and Gulbarga. So working in family medicine unfolded my life. I want to say that I am a cancer survivor since 25 years, and today I have taken my 17th radiation and I have travelled about 25 kilometers from Manipal Hospital, and I am here in front of you today. Yeah, life has been a challenge. It has been a journey beyond. It posed lots of ups and downs, but I smile today. Needless to say, time and space are infinite. In this infinite time and space, I have my family with me, with abundant love, unconditional love for me. I wish everybody had a family like this. Every father was like my father. Every sister was like my sister. My children are my strength. My brothers are my assets. So, when I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in 1992, July 7th, my world was shattered. I said, why me? Of all the persons, I had just recovered from the jolt of my husband's loss. He passed away in 1989. A very, very good father to my children. My children were 10 and 4 when he left me abruptly. Within 2 years, I attribute my cancer to my stress. I was very much angry. But something beyond happened, and I was in ICU, and I opened my eyes. I smiled. I began my journey. This smile is continuing even today. I placed a vision in my mind to face it, to be rational, to be full of logic. I had to take the treatment. I had to take 55 chemocycles. I had to undergo major surgeries, 4 major surgeries, in 2 major surgeries in 92, 2001 2 more surgeries, then lot many chemo sessions, which were like Disneyland ride for me. My son used to say, "Mummy, you're going for Disney ride." Then I was so happy. Yeah, life is a struggle, life is a challenge, but these challenges start to convey to us some unsaid words, and we don't take it as a struggle. It's a lesson. It's an opportunity to grow inwardly. So my parents shifted to me, to my place where I was working. I did very well in my profession. I reached out for people out of bounds. I found that immense joy in working for people. I went to rural houses. I conducted deliveries. I have conducted about 6,000 deliveries till now. And I was working in central government public sector undertaking where villages were adopted, and I worked for the employees. I went into their personal issues. I solved so many issues, and that counseling was my passion. My basic concepts in life were passion and positivity. But I had my own insecurities. I had my own fears. I had my own uncertainties of what is going to happen to me. But I had to balance between my life and work, my health, my children, my family, and my work, which was of utmost importance for me. I won a lot of accolades in my profession. I won some Nehru Award for motivating people for family planning. And day and night, I attended to the needs of the employees or occupational health, safety, every aspect of whatever the industrial health meant. Then I shifted to Ambuja Cements, which is well known in 2001, despite my all chemo sessions, I reported this in 2001. And so many, of course, calamities were there, some crisis at physical level, and I went into hypotension, I went into shocks in between, I was shifted to ICU. I mean, there's a chemo port introduced in my upper chest, which is meant for giving chemo sessions, and 3-4 times it failed. But I am so indebted to my doctors who have brought me till now. I would like to mention Dr. Nilesh Reddy, who is currently treating me at Columbia Asia Yeshwanthpur. I attribute to Apollo Hospital, Hyderabad, Dr. R.D. Rao and all my surgeons and my radiation oncologists who have been responsible for my today. I keep my chin up, walk ahead, and coming to my family. My father has been beside me for every chemo session, even at age. In 1992, I was only about 39 years, and every drop of chemo infusion he would watch, and he would bring the entire team if something goes wrong, entire Apollo Hospital to my bed. And that's how he deals with life. He's a karma yogi. And my sister, being single, she sacrificed all her life for my sake. She left all her joys for my sake. She sacrificed her USA job at Ohio and came and looked after my daughter and my son, which no sister can do. And today, she holds my hand while I go ahead. And my friends of Bangalore Medical College, Ambuja Cements and Cement Corporation of India, all have been calling me every day, and they come from USA and UK to meet me, and full of gratitude for them. So now my routine, I decided to have a vision for my routine. This is my lovely family, my father, 89-year-old, Mr. Shyam Desai, my beautiful sister, Usha, and I'm here because of them.
Yeah, it's like really been an adventurous, loving adventure, I should say. And it is such a privilege to serve her for last more than 2 decades. And she herself, her spirit is so extraordinary that we love to serve her. Of course, there are a lot of challenging moments too, because of her condition, and all of us, like, we have our own life, but at the same time, it's an extraordinary privilege to be with her, to serve her. And my father, who is 89-year-old, is being like Buddha, I should say, in spite of challenges around him. We love you too much.
Love you. Yeah, coming to my routine every day. I think since 10 years I have set up some goals every morning, even in the evening I plan for the next day, and yeah, I have been improving that actually. I keep journaling the things. I include lifestyle, yoga, meditation, and music. Music is dearest to my heart. I have been a singer since the age of 4, and I have inherited from my mother a divine being in my life. She had a great impact. I was a doted daughter of my parents, happy-go-lucky type. I had lovely life up to 24 years. Of course, marriage was good. My 2 children are my assets. Yeah, and coming to my daily lifestyle, yeah, I take care of my food intake. I don't eat, but though I like sweets very much, but I avoid. My sister makes everything for me. Antioxidants, thinking of, she's a PhD in nutrition, so she thinks of all antioxidants and gives me. She also balances her offshore work. She's an extremely successful woman, and I wish to continue here about my family support. I also want to acknowledge to my in-laws, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, my husband's maternal uncle and his wife, and they all have been very supportive to me, and their children have been amazing kids. And yeah, family support is very important for cancer patients or anybody. Yeah, music, we have formed a lot of groups. Most of the friends as my music mates. We form WhatsApp groups and sing every day 2-3 songs that really release my good biochemicals known as endorphins, and it heals me. Continuing with my lifestyle, very particular that everybody has to maintain their lifestyle. Getting connected to one common positive universal energy, trying to sit in a balcony, viewing sky, nature, flowers, and it all makes us very much relaxed, having our own space, having our own thoughts. Meditation channelizes our thoughts. It has become a supra science, whatever method. So I joined an international level of meditation group. I presented some workshops in California and Detroit. It was very, very successful. And yeah, the moment we get disturbed, we think of meditation. So our thoughts, those thoughts cannot be avoided. Thoughts, feelings, actions, they are all very natural. And our actions depend upon this. Only to have some little skill and managing our emotions, we can have a shift in our quality of life, improve our quality of life. And this is what I did. My work impacted me a lot, and I did many things, and I took up counseling as my passion recently. I did my diploma in psychosocial counseling and senior citizen counseling, geriatrics counseling from Banjara Academy, Artinagar, Bangalore. I express my gratitude to Dr. Ali, who is the chairman of Banjara Academy, as part of World Federation Mental Health. So all these things have kept me alive. I'll go further. I'll get up. I'm very sure about it. And acceptance came to me. A bit of detachment, because everybody is attached to the children very much. So I thought I'd get detached, but it was not possible. But total acceptance, totality, that is what is required in life. And I find pleasure in being with my friends. And when I was in my post-retirement blues in 2014, I thought again my life has gone into dooms. No job after working for 40 years. What about the financial security? What about the stress I am facing here? I have to manage stress. So stress management is a wide spectrum. So I switched on to so many methods, and I don't regret. I love life. So continuing with my daily schedule, I fix up some targets, fix up some goals. It's really necessary to have a quality life. So I journal the things, I plan about lifestyle. I include music, I include meditation, diet. Diet is very important. I don't know anything about nutrition. My angel sister, she guides me, she serves me with all the purity, and she just surrenders and she serves me. So should you consider?
Yes, thank you. Actually, I've been with her for last almost 15 years. I got a call while I was in US, and then she just called me and she said, like, you're going to come back and you have to adopt my children. So I was like taken aback, and then I was in the process of proceeding to green card and all that, and the way she said with so much of commitment, I just made up my mind, and I landed in the year 1999 when she had the second recurrence. And since then, I said, like, I don't have any other, my own family, I mean my husband, children, whatever it is, I said like, my life is dedicated to my sister and her children. And basically by the virtue of having PhD in nutrition education from US, I thought let me use all my knowledge and skills in healing her. It's, that's what is very important for all cancer patients, to heal them in our own ways, especially from the family. Closest kid is sisters, right? So she's such a, I would say that it is a holistic journey for her, and for me it's a journey of growth, how to serve people. In spite of the challenges, our own ego comes into picture, but still, like, we have to be there for them. We must be there to serve them constantly. Sometimes it's like very demanding, but at the same time, keep all that. And as rightly she said, meditation, we meditate and we come back from our ego, and then we are there for her. And let's see, and it's so much fun also. We laugh, and she has a highest sense of humor, and she's like, totally proactive, I should say. It's like she does not stick on to her point of view. For me, it's like, wow, she comes out of it, I come out of it, because she's so inspiring for me. So I don't have to keep on complaining about her. So I just come back to her. And then, so it's a journey actually. And to me as an observer, rather than going through cancer, I see that she's going through a very holistic journey from all, right from her oncologist, her friends, and our family support, all of us, my brothers and my dad and everybody, her children, we all are going through holistic journey for her. And it's been adventurous and lot of time fun, and very few times, I should say, challenges. Very few times, not many times, very few times challenged. She's an awesome, awesome human being. She's a gift, I should say, for her family, for her friends, and with all her like beautiful voice and giggling and laughter and like greatest sense of humor, she just inspires us. She's a source of inspiration for all of us, for the entire community, I should say. Both families, from her husband's side and from our side. She's just a gift, I should say. She's a magnanimity. She has her own magnanimity, magnificence. These are not just the words. And her doctor oncologist himself said that she has the grit to fight. And it's like 25 years. It's a journey. And we should say another 25 years. Or we don't know. It's not in our hands. But some of the practices I would recommend to family members who serve food to cancer patients. I mean, I don't even want to say cancer patient. It's like for people who are undergoing such condition. Like, whenever we give them medicines, it's like you really devote yourself to those medicines, healing factors, and serve the medicines. Whenever you serve the food, you just serve with pure heart. She said that, pureness, purity, and serve the food. And then really pray to any God, any deity, whoever you have in your mind, whoever it is. It could be Jesus, it could be Allah, it could be Hindu, Shirdi Sai Baba, anybody. Just pray with that purity and serve. I think these are all the factors I would say for healing people who have this condition. And I would really want to give this huge message that we are the messengers to heal people, and to especially for my sister, because she has so much to make a difference to humanity. I mean, she has all these qualities to make a difference. She has conducted 6,000 deliveries so far, 6,000 life to life, like she has given life to life. So who else you want to serve? This is my privilege to serve my sister.
So again, getting connected to universal energy, I said. We don't know what it is, some unknown divine force. So I generally get connected. I don't want to claim that I do it, but just getting connected to this universal energy is my that is a way to live. So I form my own space. Everybody has to form their own space and think of exploring ourselves, what is happening to us from morning till evening. This boosts our immune system, cardiac system, respiratory system, all the metabolism. And there is an organ known as the amygdala, that is the seat of fear and anxiety, site of fear and anxiety in our frontal brain. And also there is one pineal gland, and there is parasympathetic system and sympathetic system. And when we are faced with acute stress, these are in balance, and we get release of biochemicals. There are some good biochemicals, there are some bad biochemicals. And then bad biochemicals in excess are adrenergic receptors, and good biochemicals are endorphins, they heal us. So I keep cognizance of that, and I keep releasing endorphins. So that's the way the life is, and I want to go ahead, but with detachment and acceptance. And we don't know what is in store for us for tomorrow. Taking one day at a time helps. So medically speaking, I knew that what was ovarian cancer. I knew it was grade 1, stage 3 cancer. Though initially it was extremely upsetting, I took it well for 25 years. I'm surging ahead with all of you, including you. I visited various institutes when I was doing my diploma in psychosocial counseling. I visited cancer hospitals, mental hospitals, MIMANs, destitute women institutions, orphanages called So Care, and I went to elder care, Nightingale and Advantage Elder Care at Airport Road. There are so many suffering senior citizens at the receiving end. Yes, it all made me just go inside, and I thought I should go to cancer patients. My main vision was to address cancer patients, and my oncologist supported me, and he guided me to talk to his cancer patients, other cancer patients when I was undergoing chemotherapy sessions. In between, I used to relax and address the cancer patients of the chemo ward of Polynesia. About 62 patients were counseled. In that, about 15 to 20 were made ready to take chemo sessions. They were reluctant to take chemo sessions, and it was so fulfilling that they took chemo sessions and they became really, really better after some years. And this made us, in my family, my sister and my brother, they came forward to to have vision of comprehensive health care for cancer patients under the same roof, known as Divya First. So I pass on to Isha.
As when I was saying that when she called me from US, I just came back, flew down. Since then I have not gone back to US, and since then being with her gave us this kind of insight how to serve humanity and how to serve cancer patients specifically. So we have coined this vision called Divya Sparsh. Under the same roof, we have to add all the elements of healing what helped her for last 25 years. So first is definitely we want to promote healing through traditional approach, that is chemotherapy and surgery and like radiation therapy. Right now she's going through that. All that we want to promote that. That's very important for cancer patients, no matter what stage or whatever phase they are in. Second thing is we want to add how counseling can help, because really counseling helped her a lot and she herself is a counselor. So we want to add counseling component to that. And the third element is nutritional care, which is played a very important role in providing and reducing providing nutrition to normal cells and reducing malignant cells. There are a lot of foods that promote normal health and well-being. And the fourth component is complementary healing. In addition to her medical treatment, we have to add some complementary healing. So this complementary healing, it could be pranic healing. My uncle who heals her every day at 10:30 in the night. So next day when she wakes up, she's completely like free from the pain, and it has worked. So these kind of complementary approaches we want to add in Divya Sparsh. So all patients, from maybe we have to start at the national level or the regional level in Bangalore, then later on we want to take it on international level. Patients can come and be completely healed from total approach. So this is what we are looking at as Divya Sparsh, and this is what she is the inspiration for us to look at this vision and probably to implement this vision. Thank you.
Adding to counseling, what I did, psychosocial, there are various aspects of psychiatrists, psychologists, and very important, psychosocial counselors. When we are faced with human beings, they need emotional support, they need empathy, they want to have a good rapport, they want to have a good opening up themselves. There's no time for doctors nowadays, because of course they are doing wonderful job of curing patients, but at times patients are not listened to. So listening, empathy, giving positive strokes, understanding them, their emotions, and they will then themselves form goal setting for their own lives. This is what is counseling about. So I am very happy being a psychosocial counselor.
So as I was saying that, this holistic approach called Divya Sparsh, where all the elements of healing, starting from chemotherapy, radiation and surgery until the complementary healing, there's one more aspect. Lot of people I have seen in my experience with last 15 to 20 years with being with my sister, going to chemotherapy ward with her constantly, once a week and follow up. There are a lot of people who would take off from their work and then they come for chemotherapy and they go back to work, which adds a lot of stress to them. So to prevent this, this Divya Sparsh, the vision that we have is people can come in the greenery, whatever it is, in the peaceful environment. We can provide them Wi-Fi, we can provide them computers, we can provide like mobiles and everything, where they can really work and then relax too and rejuvenate it and come out of their whatever post-chemo or post-surgical period. They can come out of it with a lot of abundance of energy and zest to go back to their life, work life. This is what we wanted to add. We want to add also. I wish you could send your suggestions, recommendations. All are invited to this to my email ID, Usha Kulkarni. So to initiate this holistic approach called Divya Sparsh, we invite you as a team. Your recommendations, your participation, active participation, and really give us, all of us can take it as a team to make a difference for people who are having cancer conditions. And thank you so much for this great opportunity, really, truly.
So looking at life with a different perspective and prism, that's what I did. Yeah, I became very passionate about life. I love life. I love people, being amongst them, amidst them. And my one more passion I wanted to share here is article writing for Facebook. So many real life experiences, at times full of humor, at times very serious emotions. I'm very fond of Gulzar, the legendary poet. I would like to live and I would like to meet him in my lifetime. My emotions match with Gulzar's emotions. There's an album known as Marathi, sung by Jagdish Singh. So, just a single line of that, which has touched my soul, this song. अपनी मर्जी से कहाँ अपने सफर के हम हैं, अपनी मर्जी से कहाँ अपने सफर के हम हैं, रुख हवाओं का जिधर का है उधर के हम हैं, अपनी मर्जी से कहाँ अपने सफर के हम हैं. I salute to Gulzar. A special mention about my extended family. My father, brothers and sisters and their children. My mother's sisters, brothers and their children. Extraordinary contribution from them. Since my childhood, my married life, my professional life, my widowhood, they have filled my life. Even now, they are beside me. I am totally full of acknowledgement and appreciation for them. Love you, my family. Coming to my precious most relationship, my treasures, my assets, my granddaughters, Nia and Samara. I went to US for 3 times, and recently my granddaughters were with me, with my daughter, for 2 months. When Nia was born, she's about 10-year-old, I felt as if the entire universe has come on my lap. Such beautiful gifts. It was on November 20th, 2006 that this amazing kid came into my life. They have made my heart beat. They have made my breath. Sanaya, Nia, I love you so much. My son-in-law, Sanjay Alvandi, extremely good human being. I feel my daughter and my son-in-law, I have a very perfect life. And my daughter is a doctor. She is teaching human physiology in South Carolina. Sona, you are an asset to me. Ayush, a wonder kid, my son, who is 31 years old, always with me, concerned about me, gets disturbed, but is a source of joy. Then, I'm full of humor and wit. I love being hilarious. I want to make people, the world laugh. So, it so happened 20 years ago, I was overweight. That was really a burning problem, because obesity is just against cancer. Obesity leads to cancer. Then I started walking for 6 kilometers per day. Even in rain, I used to carry umbrella. I walked for 6 kilometers. I went to gym. I did a lot of exercises. I went on crash diet, but in between I used to gulp basundi and rabdi. So it didn't have any impact on me. I was 75 kg. Then it so happened that I took chemo sessions, 55 chemo sessions to reduce my weight. I achieved the target. But I could not do anything about my height. Started wearing platform high heels, then I started falling down and dropping the thing. This is the human. I cracked a lot of healthy jokes. My sister just giggles and I talk. I make my children laugh.
So very recently she had a miracle with regard to her career, and she always wanted to work, no matter whether she completed chemo or she completed radiotherapy, whatever the treatment, the form of treatment she had, she wanted to work. That is the level of energy she manages. So she was praying that she would get this career of her dream, and she got it. And now she's going to, you want to say something about it?
Yeah.
At Astra CMI.
Astra CMI is a heaven to earth. The medical director and quality head, Dr. Malti, I'm very proud to say that I'm her classmate in medical college. She stays in Dubai. She just created opportunity for me of a consultant psychosocial counselor position, and I'm happy being there.
And even today she completed her 17th session of radiotherapy, and then the routine is like 6:55 we leave the house, and then we reach there at 8 o'clock at Manipal Hospital where she is undergoing radiotherapy, and then she completes it by 9 o'clock, and then she goes to Astra CMI, then I come home. And then like until 2:30 she works there, and she comes home and relaxes. This is the current routine. Ambuja Cement.
Yeah, I would like to mention here about Ambuja Cements, where I worked for 13 years, from 2001 to 2014, and also Cement Corporation of India earlier, and they all have contributed to my welfare. Mr. Amrit Kapoor has been my philosopher, guide, master in guiding me. He's about 80 plus, retired chairman of Ambuja Cement, used to sit at corporate office, and he just said that all the help should be rendered to Dr. Asha, and he was also the full-time director in Cement Corporation India where I was, and his blessings are always with me, and he increased my medical insurance. He generated money from Ambuja Cements for my treatment so that I'll not have any financial trust. He asked me to go officially to take chemo session. A wonderful person of my life. Thank you, Kapoor sir, for being here.
It was really a privilege to serve such a nice lady. So I'm really very thankful, and to giving an opportunity for me to make a good pick for her. So as she's very beautiful, so I just wanted to make her more beautiful. And she attends a lot of seminars, conference, so I just wanted to give the best wig for her. So I could just see she's wearing a wig, and it looks so natural, and she looks so beautiful. And if you just keep smiling always like this, okay, so I feel very happy.
Part of my life.
Very happy, very happy.
I love you all, my dear human beings who are watching this video today. It has been an excellent moment for me addressing you all. Anybody can live with positive attitude and be stress-free. You can conquer the world. Really, you can conquer the world. When I have conquered, why not you? So thank you, and we shall all be alive